and gentlemen, please welcome Field Chairman Martin Kwende.
Good afternoon, WFG. How are you doing today? Awesome. I'm humbled to be here. My name is Dr. Martin Kwende. I'm curious. I wasn't born here, you can tell from my accent. Okay? I came here for the American dream. I wanted to be free. Question, who likes to be free financially? Awesome. I want to thank the guy upstairs. I want to thank God for making this day possible. I also want to thank my beautiful wife, Adeline, who has endured with me for over 23 years. And I also want to make sure I acknowledge my kids. I have 3 kids in here today, Micah, Malia, and Junior. And also, I'd like to thank my upline, Mr. Zach Mans and Jasmine. Without them, I would not be here. Right? Zach is not just a businessman, he's a brother to me. We've been working together closely for over 14 years now. And I can't thank him enough for changing my life, my family's life, and my community's life. Right? And lastly, I want to thank our amazing teams. Team Zenith, are you in the house? Team Legacy Star, are you in the house? Team Sankum, are you in the house? Awesome. I want to acknowledge our amazing leaders, Daniel Fombo and Dr. Linda Fombo, and Miss Amelia, and all of the amazing teams. My story is very simple. I'm the last of 8 siblings. I was born in Cameroon, West Africa. When I grew up, I never knew my father. So my mother was a single mom. She was just a farmer, she never went to school. But she told me 2 things. She said, go to school and go to church. So I walked to school. My school was 5 miles away. I had no shoes. Right? So then I walked back another 5 miles, but because I hated going to the farm, my mother took my food 5 miles in the other direction. So I get to walk another 5 miles just to eat. So I'm walking about 20 miles every day. So I made a decision. I said, if I grow up and I have money, I'm going to buy me a lot of shoes. So I have more shoes than most men in this arena right now. At age 16, I was living with my older brother who was a medical doctor, and he paid for me to go to boarding school. And so I'm in school, and one of my cousins comes and he says, your mother and your brother had an accident, and one of them died. But he didn't tell me which one. So I'm thinking to myself, if I have to lose my brother or my mother, who would I prefer to die? It ended up my mother passed away and I became an orphan at 16. And I made another life decision. I said, if I grow up and I have kids, I want to give them the best start in life. Why? I've never had a mother and a father in the same room. So school was all I focused on. So I ultimately had a scholarship to study in England. I have a bachelor's in physics with electronics. I have a PhD in biomedical engineering. And when I came to the US, I have an MBA as well. Because my mother told me that if you study, you're going to be rich. Right? And then I got married to my beautiful wife. She's a resident nurse with a master's in nursing management. And together we made about $500,000 in income before I made WFG. So I spent some time with my kids as much as I could. And after a while, I put them in private school. I put them in all kinds of stuff. And very shortly I discovered I didn't have enough time. And I'm like, I'm well accomplished. I'm worked for 20 years in the medical field. I used to make things you put in people, brain stimulators, pacemakers, stents. I used to teach doctors and nurses, but I don't have control of my time or my money. And I'm like, something is wrong. I'm open to opportunity. So in 2010, somebody called me and talked about WFG. So I went to an office and I saw some young guys that were college dropouts, plumbers, soccer aspirants that never made it. And they told me about business and money. And I went home and I told my wife, I said, some guys were saying something. She's like, what? I said, they say I college dropouts. She's like, why are you listening to them? Right? I'm like, these young people know something I need to know and I'm going to learn it. So I took some time and I learned it. So I got coded in WFG in 2010, but I joined in 2014. I know some of you here right now will be coded for a while, but you never joined yet. Because when I joined in 2014, I quit my career. At the time I quit my career, I only made $28,000 in WFG. So I went from having $1 million of income, and I made my wife quit nursing, and then I quit the business. I quit my job. And for like 3 years, it wasn't going very well. We made a total of $500,000 in 3 years, when we should have been at $1.5 million in the job. So life was hard and money was going down very fast. Make sense? And so I persevered, and by 2016, things started to turn around. And our income has gone up ever since, and my wife is now retired, right? And I know they used to tell me that people like me cannot win in WFG because we don't have money, we don't like saving, we can't work together. And I said I was going to change. So I created a vision, it's called Vision 2020. And it says that number one, we're going to add $1 trillion of wealth to our community by teaching people basic concepts of money through WFG. Number two, to make that possible, we're going to have 1 million licensed financial professionals. And third, we want to make sure that every child that is born in this country, when they get to 2 weeks old and they have a social, we're going to set them up with $1 million policy. Okay? And lastly, if you are from Africa, we also committed that in the next decade, we're going to have 10% of 1.4 billion people become financially free. That vision is happening as I'm speaking to you right now. In the company, we have about 7,500 licensed agents. That's close to 10% of WFG licenses. We added over $20 billion worth to our community. And we have some of the fastest growing leaders in the company right now. And the truth is that we're just getting started. We're just getting started. So if you can hear the sound of my voice and you're here for the first time, I just want you to think. If a guy like me, who grew up with no shoes, no father, an orphan at 16, came to the US, no godfather. If I can make it, you can make it too. Yes? All I want you to do is that you have to have a big vision bigger than you. You have to have the willingness to help other people. In this company, I help anyone that comes my way, whether I'm already or not. Why? Because in Africa, there's a saying that says, if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. So guess what? If we go together, then we win together. Yes? So please repeat after me. If we go together, we win together. Say that again. If we go together, we win together. One more time. If we go together, we win together. God bless you. Thank you very much. See you later.